Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. Hey, y'all, look at this. Look at this. If it's one thing that I could say that I hate, like hate, to be honest, is snow and ice, cold weather, blizzards. I got a pretty good job, man, but I'm gonna try to get that same good job in a state that doesn't snow or snows at a minimum, because these are the type of things that keep you in a negative mindset. Like, I couldn't tell you how many arguments I get in with my son and others about weather, because they all say, well, I don't like being real hot. Yeah, but when it's hot, you still could drive at the same speed. I mean, and then these jobs, this is what happens here. I'm gonna tell y'all what happens. You had to deal with this, right? You could leave early, but if everybody else leaves at the same time as you still might be late. Because you got women driving in this, you know, so they gonna go extra slow. You got the guys with their big trucks, so they gonna drive extra fast and be throwing snow on your car, you know what I mean? So, and then you gotta watch out for the people that keep mashing on their brakes. What I'm talking about on this is married but not married. Married, but you might as well not be, and probably would be better off if you wasn't. And I'm gonna give y'all, and we'll probably number it later. I'm gonna try to remember what the number is, but I'm gonna give y'all a number later, like married but not married, the ways and the things that show you that you married, but you might as well not be. You married, but it's not benefiting you. You married, but it's like you're not. And that's what we're gonna get into today. We're gonna get into today. Some of y'all watched my video yesterday about the Asian guy that was literally became deformed trying to save the girl. She left him anyways. I heard Dr. BOA say this, and I agree with him on this. Is that guys need to stop. I'm gonna paraphrase how he said it. Guys need to stop pedestalizing and making all these sacrifices for these women and for their wives, and need to start making more sacrifices for themselves. And after this video, I'm gonna make this is strictly for married guys. I'm gonna make, see, look at her. See, this is what I'm talking about. Now, she didn't have to turn in there that slow, because it looked like somebody done paved it. So I hear guys exalting marriage, but then they'll throw a comment in there like they just putting up with it. It's not like something that's making them gloriously happy. And I heard one guy, and I'm like, man, it sounds like your wife be bullying you. That's that happy wife, happy life stuff. Show me in the Bible where that come from. It don't come from the Bible. It come from some simp. Some yes, dear D-head. Y'all know what D-head is. You can fill in the blank. Playing Scrabble. You know what a D-head is. It's the 80s term. People used it more. People still use it. They used it more in the 80s, symbolizing the first part of the pineal gland. So let's get into this list. Let's see what time it is. Man, it's gonna be rough getting here on time. It's 6:57, and it's saying 31 minutes. I'm losing time. The first thing I want to talk about is not having sex. If you marry, your wife got the glistening ring, you paid all that money for that ring. You know, think about it. They say if you put $2,000 in a Bitcoin and it goes to $1, you become a millionaire. You paid over $2,000 for that ring that you gave to a woman who don't even respect you, love you, and think enough of you to open her legs and give you some pleasure. There is no exceptions for this. None. Especially you guys who have not cheated. There is no excuse for this type of behavior. It's just not. You haven't cheated, but your wife is not having sex with you. Some of you have cheated, but it was a long time ago, and she's not having sex with you. Or when she does, it's not what your side chick do, or it's not what she used to do when you first got with her, when you first started banging her. Gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Hey man, I'm not editing. Yeah, I heard people sneeze before. I ain't no robot. Wait, hold on, my hair hanging out, man. You know. So that's the first thing. Not having sex, man. She's not having sex with you. That, my friend, is unacceptable. If you're accepting it, then you're not respecting and valuing yourself. This is when you should be arguing with your wife or girl. If every time it come time for this, she could tell you to take out the garbage. She could tell you to do this. She could tell you to do that. She could send you to the store, but she can't have sex. Married but not married. Married but shouldn't be married. You see what I'm talking about? That's why you already knew I was going to mention this first. You already knew. That's unacceptable. I don't care what they say. Especially if you have not went against them in terms of if they think cheating isn't, you know, if they don't believe in polygyny and stuff, and they think cheating, and you ain't never cheated. And y'all, some of y'all, they wait too long and they try to give you that and be like, man, I don't even want that, man. You done held it back too long. I don't even want it. Like, and they start going 6, 7 months, a year, all that, then all of a sudden, all right.
We found a faster route via I-41 and South
I'm gonna give you some,
which saves 4 minutes. If you prefer to stay on the current route, tap no thanks.
I'm gonna give you some. I'm losing time. I done lost 3 minutes already. So, be like, man, I don't even want that. You done held that back too long. You can keep it. Next thing, women who act like they want to get with other men, or you catch them up in an emotional affair, a physical affair, or
keep right to stay on I-94
they getting too friendly with another man. I lumped all of that into this one because it's all the same thing. You might as well not be married, man. You better off just dealing with chicks, dating chicks, doing the Tom Leykis 101 rule or something. See, all they can really do is try to manipulate you with the scripture. That's all they got. Yeah, but you ain't gonna go to heaven. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Where David at? I bet you David in heaven. King David. I bet you Solomon is there, and I bet you Samson is there. Resting. I bet you all 3 of them is in heaven. And how many women did they have between them? All these church doing what I'm talking about is how Joseph ran up out the room. That's all y'all want to talk about, Because y'all know that y'all wife gonna rip your clothes off your back and beat you up if you do that. So that's all you want to talk about is Joseph, because you gonna get dead like Joseph, literally. So that would be number 2. Number 3, if you had to do things such as wash your own clothes, you always cooking for yourself. Now, some of them will cook for you sometimes. Or you always eating carry out. These are wifely duties. Them women back in biblical times used to cook every day. Every day. And this is why it's good to have multiple wives, because that one, I'm sorry. The other one, I'll cook today. See? I bet you she get up and help her. That's the next thing. I think we had 3. We're going to try to keep track of the number. Next, moving right along. Number 4. If you don't do nothing but argue. You don't do nothing but argue. She's insulting you consistently. She's giving other men more credit than you. She's always criticizing your decisions. But yet, if she makes a bad decision, you can't criticize her. She's a woman. You can't criticize women. Sugar and spice, everything nice. She's a woman. You can't criticize her. Moving right on. What's that, 4? That's 4. There's so many, it's like they scrambling around in my head. Like, okay, we said you washing your own clothes, stuff like that. You could do that in your own place. Wash your own clothes, get a housekeeper. What's she there for? Sex? She ain't doing that, remember? She have doing that. Shoot, you can go, if you live in California, you can go on Figueroa. If you live in Milwaukee, you can go down there on 55th and Lisbon. In that area down there. Shoot, if she have doing it or not doing it, man, you can go.
Straight past Starbucks onto
A lot of people give you a time on Tinder. I give you a pleasing time. So many different things. And these people finna make me. Like I said, when everybody come, you can leave early. But if everybody leaves at the same time as you, you still are in danger being late. If they all going in the same direction slow, and they leave at the same time as you, you still end up possibly being late. I remember they used to be better with this snow back in the day. Now it's like you come out, the snow is just all on the roads. Like about 5 years ago, 10 years ago, they was way better with the snow. Now these dudes, they don't want to do nothing. The ones that was keeping that snow up done retired. These young dudes, I'm telling you, man, people do not be using their youth right. Look at this. So, that's the next thing. That is the next thing. Another thing. You might as well not be married if she can't stand being around you, and or you can't stand being around her. Now, I can't say, I'll be honest, man, this is not the issue in my case. Like, the only time it get like that is when there's arguments going on. Like, It ain't even like that. But for some guys it is. Like I don't get to the point where I don't be wanting to say nothing to her. Well, we done had our silent stuff, and we done mutually agreed what we gonna do real soon. But I don't like hate her, and I don't like, I can't stand to be in the same room. It ain't even like that. That ain't the case with me. Some of y'all it is, and it's a sign. You married, you might as well not be. I'm telling you, man. When you always thinking of a reason to be away from her, stuff like that, man, you might as well not be. Now this is where the traffic's finna get heavy and I'm finna lose time. Right here. This is where it always start getting a little heavier. Yeah, look at that. As long as I don't lose too much time where I can't be on time. I hope all the people that know how to drive in this be in front of me. So, like I done had arguments and stuff with my sons about this because they hearing two different perspectives, but they only should be listening to one. They hearing her perspective, my perspective. They should only be listening to my perspective because my perspective is a manly perspective. Her perspective is, well, you know, put up with it. They don't come out and say that. But if you listen carefully to them, like for instance, when you get on something a woman does, and another woman or your girl or your wife, well, what about when men do it? Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's that deceptively subtle perception and perspective that I'm talking about. Well, what about when men do it? That kind of stuff. We are men. So we don't want it done to us. I don't want some chick practically emasculating and bullying my sons. And they just, for the sake of being married and having kids, putting up with that garbage. So I'll be teaching them. And she be coming along like kind of in disagreement with what I'm saying. And she be trying to quote stuff from Shira 7. Y'all paying attention? That's a red flag for any of y'all. If y'all wives watch Shira 7 or anybody from that group, that misandrous group, because a lot of what we say is not misogyny. It's just advice. What they say is literally misandrous. You know? Look up those definitions. Somebody telling you, man, don't get no marriage license, that's not misogyny. Have you ever watched Pastor Dow? Pastor Dow, you see, like if you watch him, you see his interactions with women, you would know he's not misogynist, but he's been accused of it. If you see my interactions with women, you know I'm not misogynist, but I've been accused of it. I've been called a male chauvinist. I remember my mother used to say, all the Howard men are male chauvinists. No, the Howard men, out of all of them, I would say, and I love my father, man, but out of him and his brothers, I would say that he had the most simp in him, if you had to rate it. But even he wasn't all the way simp. Some stuff he's putting his foot all the way down. Not come out here, Goofy. You'll get to work. Your boss will be okay. It's a power kick anyway. They know it's snowing out here. Should nobody be getting in trouble for being late? That's a power kick.
In 1,000 feet, continue straight to stay on
It's a
Wisconsin
power
100
kick.
South, South 108th Street.
I done lost 2 more minutes, y'all. So, we'll get accused of
Continue
being
straight to stay on Wisconsin 100 South, South 108th Street.
misogynist for like they'll call me a misogynist for this video.
100 South for 3 miles.
Men are men for a reason. We're men. Did he go to Eve and say, I want you to name all the animals? Does the scripture say that Eve had dominion? No, the scripture says that Eve was beguiled by the serpent. But you leave it to these people, they're furthering that Luciferian serpent doctrine. That's the serpent doctrine. Talking about men and women are 50-50. And I don't care if your pastor's saying it. He preaching the serpent doctrine. If you got 50-50, ain't no clear-cut leader. Let me say that again. Any of you dudes talking about your relationship 50-50, I don't care what the money looking like, it still ain't supposed to be 50-50. You are practicing the serpent doctrine. Do as thou will, because you're ignoring men shall have rule over you when he told Eve. See, when the Most High looked at Eve, he was looking at women in general. Y'all don't understand how the creation works. Let me give you an example. He said, let there be light, right? How many years ago he said that? Nobody even knows. But is there still light? Absolutely. So, y'all don't be understanding how to interpret things. A lot of y'all. How to see things. And here we go. Are they asleep? Look at this. I gotta check the time, man. Oh, shoot. I done lost 2 more minutes. Oh, boy. This is unbelievable, man. Basically, I'm losing minutes because people are not keeping the pace that they can keep. Like, they're going below the pace. Like, it's bad, but if you drive slower than you have to, you're gonna lose time. See, I gotta be there at 8. Some of these people don't gotta be where they going till 9. I done lost 2 more minutes, man. Let me see. They haven't did anything out here. Nothing. Let's get back to the subject. I'm gonna have to get off here in a second. So, guys be getting bullied by their wives. And I told you, I know what a good woman looks like. My grandfather wasn't bullying my grandmother, but yet she still gave him everything he wanted and needed. And they had sex up until he got sick. They was like maybe 76, 77, still going at it, getting to it. My grandmother, I forgot who she told. She told somebody. Some of y'all women, y'all stop at 35, 40, 45. It's because you ain't that. You ain't her. You ain't built like that. You like a little kid that think they ain't supposed to be having sex, and they ain't, because they're a kid. You an adult in a marriage and thinking like a kid, like a pigtail 4th grade girl skipping up the block. When you supposed to be making it clap, hey. Be like, you know you want this. Smack, 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 smack. Boy. With most guys, you gotta show him what he like to see. You know, for me, I like to see that middle just coming out of there. I'm one of them dudes. Dance for me. Spread it or make it clap. I'ma be. Other dudes, everybody is different. They might want you to grab on it. That worked too, but who keeps score? Snow outside. But anyway, a lot of these women, man, they don't be wanting to get nobody none, man. Y'all dudes need to get more macho with it, man. Let me get some of that. Like, she being laying around you. Don't lay around me in no pain. We need to have a code or something. You know, if you trying to send me a signal, like, I'll do it, but I'm really not wanting to. Have on like some shorts, some jogging pants or some stuff. Can't be wearing no slip with your knee bent, and I can see through there a little bit. Be like, let me get some of that. And women think, y'all young women, y'all think that older dudes ain't about that. Yep, y'all, a lot of us older dudes will wear you out. Got more energy than you. What you talking about? You hear these young women all the time. I'm so tired. You only 28. Oh, here we go. Wait, I ain't lose no more time. That's good. And I'm almost getting there. I'm almost there. Hopefully won't know. Women is crying. They like driving in the snow. I forgot to take my Dayquil. I'm getting better though. I ain't, you know how you be, it ain't coming out like that no more. I'm about there. The last thing with this thing they done made is the cough. The cough be the last thing to leave. So, married but not married. Married but shouldn't be married. I gave you some ways. I'm gonna give you some more as we move along up this wet, icy road. This for Eskimos and polar bears, not for human beings like myself. I might as well go ice fishing or let's go sledding. Dude, the Most High has his creation for all his own reasons, but this part right here, this is the part I don't like that, you know. I just don't. And believe you me, when I get a chance, I'm gonna move on from it. This time for good. So I had one of my guys said that when he come to Milwaukee, he be buying sweaters and all this stuff. He said he just put that stuff in the box because he don't need it. He live out in Nevada. He live in Summerlin. No. So, another thing, well, you might as well not be married.
In 800 feet, continue straight
We
onto
mentioned
South
something
108th
earlier similar to this. It's when you don't have no fun. When this all you can do is work.
Street. Continue straight onto South 108th Street.
You don't have no time for fun, no time to play. Your bills, your expenses, your lifestyle. All you do is work.
Continue for 5 miles.
That ain't no way to live. You might as well not even be married. A lot of dudes didn't really get to travel until they got divorced. They spent their whole time working to please a woman that just took everything from them or half their stuff. So you ain't got no time for fun, that's another thing. She get mad, stop talking to you, stop dealing with you when you be out with your boys. You come back happy, smiling, she acting quiet, funny acting. You might as well not even be married. Then you can hang with your boys. You could come home and crash on the bed with your shoes on. You can track snow in the house. Why you tracking snow in the house? Why you tracking snow in the house? It's your house. You just track snow in there and you just get it up. Oh man, look at all that snow on the floor. Squish, squish, squish with a mop. Done. You married. Why you trapping snow in the house? I'm gonna tell y'all, man, marriage is really for simps. Cause you know, a simp don't really know what to do or how to do it. A lot of times, they'll know how to do something. Everybody know how to do something. But a lot of things, a simp ain't gonna know how to do. And that's entertain itself without involving women. Man, I play video games by myself. I watch sports by myself. I done went to the movies by myself. I'm gonna go to the movies again by myself. I'm gonna keep going to the movies by myself until a unicorn come along or somebody that I can stand to deal with at a movie, or somebody that I think deserves to be taken to a movie. A woman's letting you smash and her sex is good and she cooking meals for you, she looking out for you, she loyal, she care about you. You should take her out. Why wouldn't you? It's okay. I wouldn't take her out too much, because then she gonna get entitled. And there's gonna be a day where you wanna watch the game or something, and she gonna come in there fully dressed. You like my new outfit? You know why I bought this? Because I think I have a good idea for us. I think that we should go out to eat. It'd be like 10 in the morning. Football game didn't even start yet. You scramble, you rolling around in the bed. Like, man, what time is it? You look at the clock, you go back to sleep because the game didn't start yet. You get up watching the pregame and stuff, and here she come in the room. You hear her upstairs. Like, what is she doing? Why is she taking a shower this early? And she come. You like my new outfit? I just bought it yesterday. You know why I bought it? Because I was thinking, let's go out. And I ain't going, no, man, this the big game. Any woman in the state of Wisconsin that does not watch football, get your ass somewhere and sit down. Ain't no way you should be bothering any of us men with the Packer game. I ain't doing no work. I ain't doing nothing but watching that game. And the only way I'm going to do anything, if the Cowboys put the Packers away and there ain't no chance of coming back. Get on out of here. See, I ain't got to deal with that no more because, again, we already both know what time it is. You know, some of y'all still won't face the fact of what time it is. Okay, 12 minutes, 5 miles away. Good. Y'all still won't face the fact of what time it is. Another way. If you gotta work jobs you hate to provide for a wife and kids, you might as well not be married. See, if I was single, I can go out there and just do DoorDash and just work with it. Give me a little studio place or something. Well, technically, I ain't gonna be disrespectful. Well, it's not disrespectful. I'm just saying, like, let's say I ain't have my daughters and stuff like that. My son's just grown, but I believe in any way you can help your kids, help your kids. That means taking them to work, you know. But let's say all my kids is grown, got their own cars, own houses, just like that. I wouldn't have to work a job I don't like or a job I wouldn't do if I didn't have to do it. Because it's going to cost a whole lot less when it's just you. Yeah, it seems like my car is practically leaning to the right, man. What is this? It's a curve. So, anyway, I gave you a lot of them. I'm going to say, how many of I think I gave you? 8. If it's more than 8, hit me in the comments and you watch and tell me how many it is. And I'll edit it. And I appreciate that. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. Make sure y'all, if y'all can support, do. Content by request. Charisma 808 set the bar. The bar is low. $1.99. Super thanks. If you have it. If you don't, when you do get it, just do the $1.99 super thanks. If you can, for the content by request. We're gonna have more videos later on. I don't know how many. We're gonna do videos today, tomorrow, Saturday. Probably won't be any videos. Okay, thanks for watching.